Hey everyone, welcome back. Our next guest is a young star rocketing at warp speed into her rise. Hailing from the Bronx, this 9 years young working actor, Summer Rose Castillo, whose ambitions for a career in entertainment landed her the leading role as the voice of Alma on PBS's new animation, Almas Way, created by Sonia Manzano, who most of us remember as Maria from Sesame Street. The fairly new animation is about a 6-year-old Puerto Rican girl from the Bronx who learns how to think for herself, make mistakes, and find solutions along the way. To add to the amazing voiceover work Summer is doing, she's now preparing to screen her first film debut, starring in Brownsville Bred as the role of Elaine in a coming-of-age drama based on a true story in the short written and directed by Elaine Del Valle. Everyone, let's give a nice round of applause in your home to our fabulous actress, Summer Rose Castillo. Hello, Summer.
Hello, Rhina. So nice to see you.
Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you for making the time from your busy schedule to be with our viewers. Congratulations on all that has occurred thus far. Oh my gosh, you have been super, super busy.
Yes, thank you so much. All of these things have been such a blessing to my family and I. And yes, I'm just really, really thankful.
Yes. And you know what? You're doing a really great job. You really are. And I was just wondering, right? Because by the way, I'm an Almas Way fan. Okay. Oh, yes. I binge watch it. I binge watch it because I just love everything about it. I love the fact that it highlights the Bronx. I love the fact that it's multicultural. I love the fact that your character is always trying to figure things out together on the spot with the viewers, right? And I love the relationship you have to your brother. Well, the character has to her brother and the dog. And I love the name of the dog. It's Chacho, right?
Yes.
So for yourself in having to do this, because I understand you got cast during the pandemic, you had to do a lot of this voiceover work at home. Like, what's that been like for you continuing this process from the beginning to where you are now?
Wow, it's been really fantastic for me. To me, it feels like a whole journey of acting at this whole time. Like the moment when I did the audition for Alma's Way, I was a little nervous, but I was excited at the same time. And to get from where I was to here, it's wow, it's really amazing. I have to tell you that. And also, yes, I do have a very busy schedule.
Yeah. I mean, you have a film coming out, right? And you go to school because you're 9 years old.
Yep.
So how's that?
I'm just really surprised that I can balance all of that.
Me too. You're amazing. So how do you balance all of that?
Well, my parents help me as well. Like if I have to do an interview sometimes and they would take me out early. And then once I get home, how I balance my homework and doing the interview or audition. Usually when I have an audition, I would do it after. So that way, you know, I can get my homework out of the way. But for an interview, I would do my homework after. Depends. It depends.
Right. Right. It fluctuates. So talk to me about what it's been like for you doing voiceover work versus now being on screen.
Oh, wow. I have to say that doing a voiceover and then being on a screen is very different because when I was doing Alma's Way, I have a home booth in my home, so I would have to record and I'm just like talking in the mic and looking at my lines. But when it comes to Brownsville Bred, it's just so inspiring because I'm actually going to be seeing my face on screens, which is absolutely amazing. But when I did Brownsville Bred, like I said, I was also nervous because I had to remember my lines, but I was pretty happy for myself because my parents helped me through and they really encouraged me and support me to get here.
That, you know, and you're doing an absolutely fabulous job. Fabulous. Okay. So I want to know, like, what kind of techniques you use to memorize lines. How do you memorize lines?
Well, let's see. For Brownsville Bred, we had other actors, so we all met each other in person. And so I would ask some of the actors if they could like study with me. And so we would all just study together. It was a lot of fun. And we would also like put our papers down to see if we could actually memorize our lines. And if we just forgot, then we would look back at the paper and then we were ready to go on camera.
I see.
Speaking of fabulous, I love your hair, darling.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. Oh, I will take that because, you know, when you got curly hair, we have good curl days and bad curl days. So I am feeling that. You're feeling my hair. Thank you. Thank you. Arms up, arms up. Oh my gosh. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for everything that's been happening for you thus far. And so, all right. So we were talking about memorizing lines, right? And you were saying like, okay, you guys got to just keep doing it over and over and over and over. And so I also saw that in the film that there's like these emotional moments, like some really, like you have to go to a deep place. And I mean, somebody your age, like, where do you go to pull out those emotions on demand?
Well, how I get those emotions is that whenever I have to do a very deep and emotional scene like that, I would actually think in my head that all of this was actually happening. Like my actual dad was getting taken away. And so because of that, I actually feel it. And so I just let it out on the camera. I let all of my emotional feelings out.
Wow. Wow, I'm so looking forward to seeing this film because I'm your fan already just through Almas Way, and that's an animation. So I know we're bouncing back and forth from Brownsville Bred to Almas Way, but I just wanted to know if like Almas Way has helped you learn about your culture as well. Like, has it helped you along the way? I mean, I know it's there to help other people embrace Puerto Rican culture, and I know you're half Puerto Rican, so I was just wondering if it's helped you learn as well.
Yes, it has. Alma's Way has helped me a lot to learn more about the Bronx and what it's really about. But it also helped me to understand that whenever I make problems, all I have to do is just take a moment and listen to my thoughts, because that will really help.
So it's all about taking a pause before taking action.
Yes, because if you just take an action and you already made a mistake, then that can already kind of make things a little worse. So if you just take a moment and try to think about it again, then it'll make things better.
Oh my gosh, just listening to you makes me feel comfortable in knowing that there's a bright future ahead for all of us. Congratulations to all that you've accomplished thus far, Summer, and I know there's more to come, and thank you for bringing it here to our viewers. Everyone, this is Summer Rose Castillo. She is the voice of Alma on Alma's Way. She is, once again, Alma's Way is airing on Sundays at 6 p.m. on PBS Kids, and she's also the star in the film Brownsville Bred, which premieres March 13th at SXSW 2022 Film Festival. That's in Austin, Texas. And if you're interested in tickets, you can go to sxsw.com. And for more on Summer Rose Castillo, you can check her out on Instagram at Summer Rose Castillo. All right, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll be joined by Grammy Award-winning Cuban-American Latin pop culture icon, singer-songwriter, humanitarian, John Segada.